What is up, you guys? Sage here on the back end of a very, very difficult leg day. And yeah, as you saw, I attempted and I failed the 200 kg deadlift. Not beating myself too much up over it, because my goal was not to get it in this couple of weeks. It was, over a longer span of time. And I know for sure that I could get it in that longer span of time, but I just, still, afterward, I was down for a while. And, then it clicked. The difference between number one and number two is that number one has failed more times. It's not the failure that defines you. It's what you do after the failure. That's what clicked in my head. So afterward, I did the damn near 300 kg leg press for like reps. And I would have gone up to 300, but I don't feel safe not wrapping my knees going to, weights that high. But my point here is, I just finished doing some walking lunges. I did 3 sets, and then I did a quadruple drop set, which means I did a weight, dropped it, picked up lighter weight, dropped it, lighter weight, dropped it, and then body weight. And here I am, sweaty as hell, it was hard as hell, but back to what defines a champion. What defines a champion is not the failure itself, but what happens after the failure. And here I stand, unbroken, still chasing the dream, still working hard as hell, still outworking everyone. Whether you feel like it or not, whether you're up, you're down, you just failed, I don't care, you get up and you get after it. Because this is what we do. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Because that's life. Life will knock you down, bro. Life will knock you down, beat you to your knees, and it'll keep you there if you let it. Get back up and get after it. Let this be a lesson to all the real ones out there, bruh. Never go shopping for anything when you're hungry, bro. Cause legitimately, bro. Yeah, I came in and I was just like, yeah, let me just get some oats, just to re-up. Then I got oats and I was like, originally I was like, yeah, let me get oats, maybe a Tinky, I deserve it, man. Been working hard this week, So I come in, grab the oats, and I'm like, I need some stuff to flavor the oats, So I'm like, let me go grab the currants. But then I'm like, no, what if I grab honey instead? Because maybe honey's gonna last me longer, whatever. And then I go look at the honey, I'm like, geez, honey's expensive. All right. Then I go back to get the currants, and I don't think they sell them there anymore. I think they moved them or whatever. But for whatever reason, they weren't there. And then I come through to the frippin' cereal section. Next thing I know, the Rice Krispies are on special, and I convinced myself to get Rice Krispies, which I don't. I'm like, no, just picture the conversation though. Just being like, yeah, I need some flavor in my life, and then I just get them Rice Krispies, bro. And then I end up like getting the Tinky, but instead of getting 2 Tinkies, I get me Tinkies and popcorn. Because I reason that at least popcorn's like kind of healthy, And so now I just went there to get oats, and now I have oats. I went there to get oats and maybe currants. Now I have oats, I have cereal, I have Tinkies, I have popcorn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, never go shopping when you're hungry, man. Okay, so I didn't get it, man. I didn't get it. Which is to be expected, because like obviously the original plan was not to do the deadlift now, stuff like that. It was on a Thursday. I did legs on Monday. I did back yesterday. I did back the day before yesterday. I did core yesterday. There's a lot of excuses I could give you, is basically what I'm trying to say. But what I've finished on is this. At the end of the day, I feel like I've gained more than I've lost. What did I lose? I don't know, cause you could have your own little list of what I lost from, not getting it now. Cause it was just on a whim yesterday. I was like, yeah, I'm doing 200 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing 200, Yeah. But what I gained from it is afterward, what you don't see behind the cameras is, man, I was broken, Although I knew what I knew. I knew what I knew, but I knew it didn't matter. I knew that all that matters is that I didn't get this. And I was broken for a while. Minute, maybe 2, maybe 30. I don't know. But my point is, like within that time, we did a couple of exercises, did some hip thrusts. I got into it, got the energy back. Um, but the main deal is that I had lost my steam. I was down, I was broken. I'm like, wow, I didn't get it. What, you know? And it's natural to feel like that. But then my friends started leaving, stuff like that, because it was time, we'd been there for a while, stuff like that. They're like, nah, we're leaving. I'm like, nah, let me stay, bro. I'm gonna just I have to do some leg press. I still have to do the rest of my leg day. So sure, yeah, the boys go, stuff like that. um you know and then I hit the leg press. As I'm hitting the leg press, I'm crushed, but I am warming up with this weight, and I'm going and I'm going. I go for 10, and then I stop, and then I go for another 10, then I take a break, then I go for another 10, and then I'm like, yeah, let me stack on some weight, and then I add weight, and then I go again, then I add weight, and I go again, and then it is in that moment when I was about to add for the first time and hit that first set, when it hit me. It is in that moment that it hit me. This right here, this is what separates number one from number two. This is what separates a champion from not. It's not the failure that defines you, but what you do after the failure. That's what went on in my head. That's what clicked. That it is not the fact that I didn't get it, but it's what happens after that. Because after that, I could have pushed everyone away. I could have blamed it on, no, my legs, my back. It could have been that. But what I chose to do is take it as a sign that there's work to do. Naturally, I knew that already, but confirmation that, hey, you're not just putting in work as a courtesy because you're like, nah, I might as well put in. No, all right, there's work to do. There's work to be done, is what it showed me. It showed me a chink in my armor. It showed me some flaws in the armor. And although, like I said, it wasn't a part of the plan to do it today, doing it today gave me something that not doing it today wouldn't have given me. I gained something more than I feel someone else would look at it as a loss. I think I have succeeded in gaining strength. Counterintuitive, isn't it? Mental strength. Because it takes strength to rebound from a loss immediately. Because I had just taken that loss. That was, all eyes on me. I was going for it. I didn't get it. I tried again. I didn't get it. There were 2 attempts. Didn't get it. But that's not where the strength is. The strength lies in what happens afterward. Because life will knock you down, bro. But I get up again, And the strength is in getting up again and executing still. It's not just getting up again and doing whatever. Because I got up again and I smashed that leg day, man. I got up again, and that is genuinely one of the best leg days I've had in a long time. Because I got a reward for my pain. I went to get myself a reward for my pain, you know? And yeah, hopefully that inspires someone who is down at the moment, because sometimes it's not going to be in the same session that you get back up again. Because there was a crossroads at some point where my friends were leaving. They were like, hey, bro, we're dicing. You want to go? I'm like, that, and that's in that moment, without even realizing it, I made a choice. I made a choice to be a winner, because I chose to stay. I chose to keep going on with my leg day. I chose to keep getting stronger rather than trembling in my defeat. I chose to take the defeat as a lesson that you need to put more work in, is all I saw it as. Is, oh, okay, yeah, not today. It's like, you got it, homie, but not today. And the fact that I didn't get it today doesn't mean you get to take a day off. In fact, it means the opposite. It means you have to go harder and harder and harder. What you guys didn't know is that I was broken first. What you guys do know is that I got back up. And, after making that video, as I was doing the leg press, as I was doing those walking lunges with the quadruple drop set, as I was hitting those leg extensions, man, it reignited a fire inside me that, to be honest, like honest to God, yeah, man, just that, having that moment just to just train alone and just getting after it, like all by myself, and it's only me that was watching, you know. And like I always say, it's in the moments when nobody is watching but you, when nobody but you will know if you just pack your stuff and go home. I could have done that. I could have just packed my stuff and went home and said, nah, I took a L, let me just take this loss, let me just go home. But champions don't do that. That's the difference between number one and number two, is that number one has failed more times. They have put themselves through more rejections, more pains, more no's, and they keep pushing forward. That's the difference between the heavyweight title champion. That's the difference between a fighter that is on top and the fighter that is not, is that you just keep getting up and you just keep swinging. You know, it's it's in the matches where, even if you don't know anything about boxing, you don't know anything about MMA, you don't know anything about, that type of stuff, you gain a certain respect for that person, because it registers with you just on a human level that that's a powerful thing that person just did. This person just got knocked down. When you get knocked down, you know how much confidence is just knocked out of you. You know how much arrogance is not. You just get humbled because you're down now and you're dizzy and the lights are going. You're like, whoa, what's happening? I was supposed to win, you know? But the difference between Joey average Joe, and the champion and a fighter is that the champion, the fighter, will get back up again and keep swinging. Fight to the death if they have to. Spread love, chase your dreams, and yeah, Sage, signing out.